Hey friends, hope you all are doing well. So I know that our CFA exam is coming very soon. We have less than 50 days to prepare, and you must be wondering what exactly do I need to do during these 50 days? What should be my strategy? How can I really do well? So today I'm going to share some of the tricks and some of the shortcuts what we can follow which will help to do well in our exam. So I'll share basis my own experiences, what I have followed in last 2 months, right? So first of all, what is the one thing you should avoid at any cost? How many of you are thinking right now that it is going to be very difficult? I don't know whether I'll be able to complete my syllabus, whether I'll be able to pass the exam or not. I think with most of you, this is happening, right? And trust me, it's very common, right? Like entire day, sometime it's like after studying for half an hour or an hour, we started thinking that it's too difficult. I can't do it. It's too much to handle. So I will not be able to clear. The exam is too tough. Only 50% of the people clear. So, guys, one advice from my side that if you can give up one thing, please give up this tension. There is no point thinking this much because it is not going to take you anywhere. You know what happened with most of the people who don't clear? They end up spending too much time thinking about these things, right? And if you think that if you don't spend so much time on thinking something which is not going to add value to your result, so it is going to harm you only, right? If you spend the same amount of time in your preparation, your chances of clearing the exam will be much more better. So from now on, next 50 days, no more thinking what if I couldn't clear. So that should not happen, right? So now we have almost 50 days, right? So guys, I know you guys must be doing classes from lot of faculties, right? And you have classes pending with them. So there's a concept called active learning and there's a concept called passive learning. So what is that? What is passive learning? First of all, passive learning is where somebody is teaching you and you're just absorbing and you're not very active. So when I'm saying active, you're not doing questions, you're not doing self-study. That is called passive learning, right? And most of you, even what I used to do, I used to take those classes or I used to do those video lecture and I thought I'm studying. Guys, that is not study. So these are good for last 6 months. You have already done it, right? So it's now a time. If you have any pending lecture, any pending recordings, or any pending classes, try to wrap up within next 1 week. You should not spend any more time on passive learning after 5 or 7 days, right? So you should be having good 45 days for your self studies or for your active learning because that is something which is going to that is going to help you to pass your exam. So sir, what should we do in last 45 days? In that 45 days you have to do three set of revision. So three set of revision, even one set of revision is very difficult. How can I do three set of revision? Trust me, it is possible. It's not that difficult. You have 45 days. Break it between three segments, right? First segment will be first revision. Let me help you out with the let me share my screen and help you out with that. So what exactly you have to do? You have to plan that I have 45 days and I have to do three revision. So last 45 days. So ideally, I should be completing my first revision between 18 to 20 days. Then next 15 days, I should be doing my second revision, and last 7 to 10 days should be my third revision. Sir, is it possible? I'll help you out. How can you really do it? So per day, guys, what do you think that you can? How many hours you can study during a day? If you're an average student like me, you can study for 6 to 8 hours in a day. So when I'm saying 6 to 8 hours, it's a active learning. It should not be like you are sitting in front of your system or in front of your book and you're not studying. That is not study, guys. Even if you study for 6 hours, that is more than sufficient. But yeah, that much time you have to spend, right? So 20 days into 6 hours per day. So for first revision, I will be having 120 hours approximately. I'll have around 90 hours for second revision, and I'll be having 60 hours for second revision. So that is the time I have for that. So first of all, what I have to do, I have to define my syllabus, right? That supposingly whatever level you are, supposing you are a level 2 student, right? Or a level 3 student. So supposingly I have a topic called fixed income and I have to revise that. Under fixed income, I have got 5 topics, right? So what I'll do, entire fixed income is having say 5 chapters, right? So I'll say that each chapter will approximately take around 20 hours. Sorry, my mistake. 120 hours for 10 topics, because in CFA level 1 and level 2 we have 10 topics. So for each subject, say I have approximately for fixed income, I have 12 hours and I have 5 chapters. So for individual chapters, say I have distinguished it that I'm going to give for first chapter 1 hour, 2 hours for second chapter, 2 hours for third, 3 hours for fourth, and 3 hours for the rest. So let me make it this way. I'm going to spend 12 hours for that. So stick with this time. For example, first chapter is say defining element, and I said I'm going to complete this chapter in 2 hours. So and second chapter, say there is a chapter whatever it is, right? Yield curve, or anything, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this defining element chapter within 2 hours only. So what should be my approach in 2 hours? What I'll do, I'll open my institute mat and I'll start solving end of chapter question. Sir, don't we do have to revise? The answer is no, guys. You have already studied your institute text material, quizzer material, any third-party vendor material, your tutor's note. You don't need to do that. You have to directly jump to end of chapter questions. You have to solve those questions, and you have to see the answers. And wherever you are making a mistake, you have to mark that. That this is a mistake. I should not do it during my exam day, right? So this way, uh, supposingly I have 2 hours for completing this chapter. For solving this end of chapter question, I'll take almost 1.5 hours. Trust me, guys, that much time you'll easily take. In last 15-20 minutes, you can go through your notes, like Squazer notes, your own notes, your tutor's note. That 50-20 minutes you can spend there, and this is the way you are going to complete the chapter. Sir, what happens if I won't be able to complete my chapter after 2 hours? Supposing I am 70% there, leave it and move to the other chapter. Sir, can I leave it? Answer is yes, guys. If you have 2 hours for this topic, no matter what, how much you have completed, you have to leave, you have to move to the other chapter. Otherwise, you are not going to complete your syllabus. So this is the same way you can complete all your 10 subjects in this stipulated 120 hours. And next time, when you are going to do the second revision, supposingly you have only completed the 70%, remaining 30% you are going to complete in your second revision. First, you will complete that, then you will revise the remaining portion. In our second revision, our objective should be I should be solving institute website question, right? Same approach, guys. You will have a defined time. Say for second revision, I have only 1.5 hours for this chapter. I have to complete that in within that time, right? And again, I'll have to do a question answers, and wherever I'm making a mistake, I will have to jot down in a piece of paper, right? If any formula I don't remember, any concept I don't remember, I'll make a note of that. That will be the material for my third revision. So this is how you're going to complete your second revision, and trust me, guys, you can complete it. There are people like even in lesser time they have completed it. So what happened, ideally your first and second revision should be done 10 days before the exam. So supposing you're writing your exam on 19th of November, right? So by 9th of November, all your first revision and second revision should be done. And then what you will do, you will sit for your mock exam. And when you're writing your mock exam, there is a AM paper and there is a PM paper. Think as if it is your actual exam. Spend same amount of time as your actual exam. So supposing your exam is starting at 9 a.m., you sit at 9 a.m., spend time till 11:22 or whatever is 11:12, whatever it is, and then take a half an hour break and then again start for your second half and complete in the same time, whatever it is, right? So you have to complete AM, PM on the same day. And trust me, guys, after completing that, you'll be able to realize your mistakes. What are the typical mistake what we do? For example, I have got 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes to solve a question. In typical level 2 or level 3, I have got 2.5 minutes for each questions, right? A lot of you, you know what happens. You guys end up spending almost 5 to 6 minutes in a question, and you won't have time to complete the other topics, and because of that most of you end up not completing the paper. That is the biggest mistake you have. So what's the strategy we have to follow? See, if I have 2.5 minutes, right? So this 2.5 minutes include reading the item set, choosing the right answer, I have to tick also, right? So 30 seconds goes there only. So ideally I have got only 2 minutes for solving a question. So any question, right? There could be three category of question. Whether it will be very easy, it will be medium type question, or it will be very difficult question. So if it is very easy question, now you'll be able to answer within 30 seconds, right? So 30 to 45 seconds you'll be able to answer it. No mistake, nothing wrong. My target should be I should be spending time for these kind of a question, and no matter what, this question should not be wrong, because this is easy question and I'm doing the justice. Even if I'm spending 1 minute for this, that is perfectly fine. Take extra time, guys. Lot of time what happen, even question ask what should be right answer, statement 1, 2 and 3, and in the options they said statement 1, 3 and 2. They jumble the order, and we generally don't read the questions, don't read the options, and we end up choosing the wrong answer in spite of knowing the right answer. Please don't make that mistake. Give the respect to this question, because this is the question which is going to pass you the exam. And out of your 100% of the question, 50% of the question will be like these only. So no matter what, I should be scoring 50 out of 50 against this question. What about medium question? Guys, these are those questions where out of three options you will be able to eliminate one, but you will be confused between two options. And trust me, 30% of the questions will be of this category only. For this question, if within 1.5 minutes you're not able to come to an answer, come to a conclusion that what should be right answer, choose one, move on, and make some marking, right? I have to revisit this question towards the end, right? And the difficult most question, these are the questions where we generally love these questions. We thought that our actual exam is nothing but solving this question only. How many of you that have got this feeling that there is a one question, say in quants or in say portfolio management, and you are solving, and the answer is not matching with any of the three options, right? And we end up spending 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and at the end we give up. And by the time we realize that we are not able to answer this question, we missed next 4 or 5 questions, right? Because our mind is stuck to that question. Trust me, guys, most of you who don't clear the exam, it's because of this reason that I start fighting with the question. So any question you feel that you won't be able to answer within 2 minutes, move, mark one, choose one option and move on. It hardly matters. Even if those questions are right, it is worth making it incorrect rather than spending 10 minutes and making that questions right. If you can avoid this one mistake during your exam now, your chances of passing the exam will rise at least by 20%. So, guys, this you are not allowed to make this mistake at any cost. Are you getting me? Not getting me? So what are the strategies, guys? First revision, second revision, third revision. Then I in first revision I have to do end of chapter question. In second revision I have to do institute website question. Third revision I have to do mock, and then I have to go through my mistakes. Right? During last 1 month, please try to make a habit that you have to set your body's alarm clock as per your actual exam. So if your actual exam is 9 o'clock, you are not allowed to sleep till 10, 11, right? You have to woke up say 7, 6 types, and you have to and you are not allowed to sleep during the day. Supposing if your exam PM exam is from say 12 or 1, right? And if you are in a habit of sleeping at 12, please avoid that in last 1 minute. Your body has to adapt to the same clock, right? So do ensure that I am doing that. If you can follow that, guys, there is no way you're not going to pass. What is just think that, sir, I'm not able to see. Do we have to score 100%? The answer is no. What's the cutoff for passing the exam? Approximately, if I scored 70%, I'm going to clear the exam, right? So, what is my strategy? See, there are first level of questions which are very easy, right? And as I mentioned, these are 50% of your questions, right? This is my topic weight, right? So, say 50%, and your score against these questions should be 50%. Then there is a second level of questions which are medium type question, right? Where you are able to eliminate one, but you are not able to choose the remaining two out of two, which one is the right answer.